Assalamu alaikum. This is Mongra Singh welcoming you all to the English news from BTV Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. Many investors expressed interest with firm commitments as the investment summit provides glimpse into new Bangladesh. A Bangla New Year to be celebrated in the name of Borshoboron Anandro Shobhajatra instead of Mongol Shobhajatra. A government takes initiative to launch state-run pharmacies in all hospitals, offering 250 commonly used medicines at one-third regular market price. China faces 145% tariff as concerns over trade war between Washington and Beijing deepens. And the 10th edition of Pakistan Super League set to kick off tonight with defending champions Islamabad United taking on Lahore Qalandars at Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. Viewers, those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. The four-day Bangladesh Investment Summit provided local and foreign investors with a glimpse into the new Bangladesh through a grant arrangement. The vision for Bangladesh in 2035 was presented during the event. Organized by the Bangladesh Investment Development Authority, the summit was attended by around 600 top investors from more than 40 countries, including the United States, China, Japan, and South Korea. Many of them not only expressed interest in investing across various sectors, but also made firm commitments. The summit yielded investment pledges worth billions of dollars in different sectors. In the summit, US-based company Bangla US LLC has expressed keen interest to invest $2.2 billion in Bangladesh's healthcare sector. Apart from this, many renowned multinational companies from across the globe showed interest in expanding their business and investing in Bangladesh. A Spanish company, Inditex, cement giant Lafarge Holcim, and Chinese apparel firm Honda Industries signed investment agreements in Bangladesh. Experts believe that such initiative will significantly boost Bangladesh's economy in the future. If the pledged investments are implemented, it is expected to positively impact the lives of around 3 crore Bangladeshis. In addition, hundreds of thousands of new jobs are likely to be created. For entrepreneurs, the investment summit not only opens doors to new opportunities, but also demonstrates the growing global interest, proving that Bangladesh is now an emerging investment destination. The investment summit featured smart presentation of successful startups in Bangladesh. This event showcased the capabilities of the country's entrepreneurs to the foreign investors. Bangladesh has also benefited from the advice of the experts in small working session discussions. One of the events of the investment summit was connecting with the new entrepreneurs. In this summit, the exhibition system of successful startups drew the attention of the participants. The automobile at the entrance of the venue was the center of the interest. The low-cost car, Palki, is now giving a message of making a place in the world of electronic cars as the Bangladeshi brand. The civil sector and topic-based group discussion were held at the event called Bangladesh Startup Connect. Local and foreign entrepreneurs and investors talk about various topics such as business, new venture background research, market research, financing models, and investment strategies which enrich the Bangladeshi youth with knowledge, information, and communication. The investment summit has created a new inspiration across the country, opening up huge possibilities for moving forward. A Bangla New Year will be celebrated this year in the name of Borshoboron Ananda Shobhajatra instead of Mongol Shobhajatra. Dean of Fine Arts Faculty of Dhaka University Professor Azharul Islam Sheikh said this at a press conference held at Fine Arts Faculty today. Professor Azharul Islam said Borshoboron Ananda Shobhajatra reflects the country's multidimensional cultural heritage, hopes and aspiration of the common people and the liberal culture. Dhaka University Vice-Chancellor Professor Niyaz Ahmed Khan, Pro-Vice-Chancellors Professor Saima Haq Bidisha and Professor Mamun Ahmed, Treasurer Professor Jahangir Alam and Proctor Shafiuddin Ahmed attended the press conference. In a written speech, Professor Azharul Islam said this new ES event is like stepping in the era of freedom of speech, cultural practice and building a human state. The government has taken an initiative to launch state-run pharmacies in all hospitals across the country. These pharmacies will offer 250 commonly used medicines at just 1/3 of the regular market price. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare announced that state-run pharmacies will be established within the premises of every public hospital across the country. The initiative aims to ensure the availability of quality and affordable medicine for everyone. Government hospitals currently offer lab services and primary healthcare services with having no pharmaceutical service. As a new initiative, the government is launching pharmacies in all public hospitals. Now, international news. Gold has risen to record high as investors are flocking to safe haven assets as the concerns over the trade war between Washington and Beijing deepen. It comes after Asian stocks slid on Friday, with the Nikkei tumbling by more than 4%. U.S. stock slumped on Thursday, wiping out a chunk of Wednesday's historic rally. The White House had earlier on Thursday said China faced a tariff rate of 145%, clarifying that China also faced a 20% pre-existing levy over fentanyl. Despite this, Trump said he was still hoping to secure a deal with Beijing, saying they would end up working something out that's very good for both countries. Beijing had earlier on Thursday announced an 84% tariff on U.S. goods entering the country. Medical sources tell that at least 29 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli attacks across Gaza since dawn on Thursday, and there are efforts of new attacks and casualties. World Health Organization WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus has warned of more disease and death due to Israel's blockade of aid entering Gaza, where more than 10,000 people need medical evacuation abroad. Gaza's health ministry says at least 50,886 Palestinians are confirmed dead and 115,875 wounded in Israeli war on Gaza. The government media office updated its death toll to more than 61,700, saying thousands of people missing under the rubble are presumed dead. 6 people, including 3 children, were killed after a helicopter carrying a family of tourists crashed into the Hudson River in New York, authorities have said. The family of 5 was from Spain and the 6th person was the pilot, the New York City Mayor Eric Adams told reporters on Thursday. All were on board the helicopter at the time of the crash. New York Police Commissioner Jessica T. said the identities of the victims will not be released until the families are notified. The cause of the crash is under investigation. Video footage of the incident shows the helicopter falling out of the sky upside down and then splashing into the Hudson River. Officials said the helicopter lost control soon after turning at the George Washington Bridge to move along the New Jersey shoreline. Now, sports news. Cricket. The 10th edition of Pakistan Super League PSL is set to kick off tonight with defending champions Islamabad United to take on Lahore Qalandars at Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. Lieutenant Kumar Das, Rishad Hussain and Nahid Rana are playing for Bangladesh in this 6-team T20 tournament. Wicketkeeper batsman Lieutenant will play for Karachi Kings. Leg spin all-rounder Rishad has been picked by Lahore Qalandars, and the much talk about fast bowler Nahid has been picked by Peshawar Jalmi. The final match will be held at Lahore's Gaddafi Stadium on May 18.